guys, happy Tuesday. Justin was home this week, thank God. So he's doing school with Dylan, and he's still in school. Actually, he's on lunch break. And then we have an orthodontist appointment. We have to go pick up report cards at school. So we have things going on that I have to just get ready to run out to do. But this week until the 13th, Arbonne has 50% off select products. So I wanted to go over what those were with you guys. So one of them is my absolute favorite, and it's this Nourishing Facial Oil. First, I just washed my face, so we're gonna go through my daytime skincare. I'm going in with my Age Well Toning Mist. And this is one that I use every day, morning and evening. And then I'm gonna go in with my Nourishing Facial Oil. So this Arbonne Intelligence Nourishing Facial Oil has omega-3 fatty acids, omega-3 and 6. It's also got a ton of antioxidants in it. So it works for all skin types. It's great because I like to use it to do my lymphatic massage that I do every day. So you just need a couple of drops. I do between like 4 and 5 drops, just kind of massage it in my hands and then apply it to my skin. And I just kind of start in the center and move out from there. But I've talked a little bit about lymphatic massage before. Basically, what it is moving the fluid that ends up underneath your skin out to your blood system or your bloodstream and your lymphatic system so that it can go back and get reabsorbed into your body. I tend to carry a lot of fluid right here, and that ends up looking like sagging, which kind of gives the appearance of like not a very chiseled face, you know, just kind of like droopy. So you want to get that fluid out, and you can do that just with your hands. You don't need any special tools. You can use those little, I've got some right here, at least I used to. I think they're downstairs in the freezer. Hi Valerie, hi Cynthia. You can use those little quartz rollers and jade rollers. They're really nice. You put them in the freezer or the refrigerator and keep them cold, and they reduce puffiness. But also you don't have to spend a penny, and you can just use your fingers. And basically you're just going to take your fingers, feel for the bone structure of your face, and just massage upwards towards your hairline. And that's going to move that fluid out and back into your lymphatic system. So this is good for a number of different reasons. Works your skincare in really good, helps with, you know, looking a little bit more youthful, and also kind of just like, if you think of your face sort of like a wrinkled shirt and you're gonna put an iron to it, this just kind of helps get out the wrinkles a little bit. Not gonna lie, I love it. Another thing that I put in the refrigerator is my Caffeinated Eye Cream. I have a little skincare fridge underneath my vanity. So our Age Well eye cream has caffeine in it. It also has bakuchiol, which is a plant-based retinol. It's very strong, but as you can see, I'm putting it right on my eyes and it doesn't bother my eyes. It also has stabilized vitamin C and plant stem cells. So this is literally gonna like lift and hydrate my eyes. It makes a huge difference, and it's even better when it's nice and cold from the fridge. So if you have a little skincare fridge, if not, it's a really cute little gift. They're not expensive at all, to give your girlfriend or a friend, or ask for one for Christmas for yourself. I just have this little mini fridge that goes underneath my vanity, and it's amazing. All right, so we're gonna do just easy peasy makeup today. By the way, this facial oil right now is 50% off. You can use it AM and PM. Don't think of facial oil as just something that can be used every now and again, but I personally love it when I've done like an exfoliating mask on my skin. It really looks amazing the next day. All right, so right now I'm putting on my makeup primer, obviously Arbonne. Feels amazing. I put it everywhere, even on top of my eyelids, and then I take whatever is left over and run it through my hair because it makes my hair look really shiny and silky. And after you process your hair the way that I do, you can use all of that. Hi Ashley, how are you? All right, so we're gonna do really easy makeup today, but one of my favorite things to use this time of year is our Botaniques lip therapy duo. So this is the lip scrub and this is the lip salve. I'm going to use the scrub right now. It's just like a coconut sugar scrub. Put it right on your lips and it's going to slough away the dead skin, which causes dryness because nothing can penetrate through it and actually hydrate your lips. So if you get dry lips in the winter like I do, just go ahead and polish off that dead skin. By the way, this tastes like cake batter. It's so good. Wipe it off. And now whatever lip therapy, we're going to use the lip salve when we're all done here. It's going to make your lips so silky and smooth. It makes your lipstick look 1,000,000% better. It's like a fix-all. Even my kids like to use it. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so we're going to go in with CC cream today. Mina. Someone's feeling better and her name is Mina. All right, so I'm going to use CC cream in the shade medium today, which is actually a little bit dark for the pale pastiness that I am this time of year, but it's okay because we are going to highlight and contour my face with our pressed powder foundations because they are 50% off until the 13th. As is all of our RE9 skincare. You can get a complete RE9 advanced skincare set on sale, 50% off, and they're going to send you a free tea gift set. So it's amazing deals. If you're not already a preferred customer, shoot me over a message. I have 5 free preferred customer gifts if you're signing up new this month. So just let me know. All right, this is a clean, damp Eco Tool sponge. And I'm just going to blend it in like so. And you can see, so CC cream stands for complexion corrector. It is a light to medium coverage, although to be honest with you, I would call this a solid medium coverage. You can still see your skin through it. It has SPF 30 in it, and it's like a tinted moisturizer. It's really hydrating. It feels amazing on if you get dry skin or if you have aging skin and you just kind of feel like you can pick out all of your fine lines and wrinkles. You're gonna love CC cream. I think it is probably one of my favorite Arbonne products. And I'm just going to blend down my neck because, like I said, the medium is a little bit dark for me this time of year. One of my favorites, isn't it, Corinne? It's so good. The CC cream, I think I've used a lot of different CC creams and BB creams in my day, and I want to say that this one has the best moisture, is not greasy, doesn't give me shine, but gives me glow, and has the best pigment, like all across the boards. I just think it's a superior product. But look at that, you can still see my skin. I still look like myself. It's just sort of provided like a filter. So I don't feel like, I don't know, I feel like my skin looks a little bit more radiant, and I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. All right, so we are going to set, because our pressed powders are 50% off until the 13th, I'm gonna actually go in and use pressed powder in the shade medium to set my face with. So I'm just gonna grab a powder brush. And I'm not going to go in with a lot of powder. I'm just going in to set this so it doesn't move or shift during the day. And also our pressed powders are full coverage and very silky. So it's not going to make my skin look shiny, and it's actually going to give me another layer of like filter coverage. So if you are trying to kind of like combat any redness or acne or anything that you're trying to cover up, that's going to do a little bit extra. I didn't need to go in with a ton. I just wanted to set it with the powder because it's 50% off and flawless, but you can go in heavier with this if you need to. All right, we're going to go in with the shade Deep now. This is my favorite way to contour, is going in with the shade Deep for contour and the shade Fair for highlight. I use these two all the time. So I like to use an angled brush when I do my contour. The reason for it is it just kind of sits right on your cheekbone the right way, or if you like to sculpt underneath your cheekbone, it just kind of hugs that curve a little bit better than a big puffy brush. like this. Like I've seen people use a giant powder brush. I just feel like I look kind of muddy and sloppy when I'm done doing that. So I prefer a smaller brush. I've even been known to use something tiny when I was going in and just doing like underneath my cheek. This is an a Real Techniques, what do they call this? Expert face brush. So I've even been known to like put a little bit on when I was like hugging that cheekbone area. When I was doing that, it was sort of making me look a little out of proportion. So I stopped, and I've kind of moved to just doing like right on my cheekbone right here. As I talk, you can kind of see the shadow. So what I want to do is just find that shadow and fill it in with a little bit of powder. And we're going to blend that out, obviously. But I just kind of like to see where everything is first and then blend it out. Don't go too close to your mouth, or like I said, it's going to kind of give you that muddy appearance. You just kind of want to go around your face, the hollows of your face, add a little bit of color back in, and then we're going to blend like I'm doing on my forehead. When you first touch it to your skin, it's got so much pigment, even though I just touched the palette once. So once you get rid of a little bit of that pigment, you can blend it together and you're not gonna see all that high and low. All right, jawline. For me, it's the jawline for me. Always have to go in and pop that. Kind of blend down my neck a little bit. Blend down a little bit further on the sides, and that's gonna give you the same sort of contouring that we were looking for everywhere else on our face. And then I'm going to, this is a powder concealer brush, and I like to use the little concealer end to put bronzer on the sides of my nose like this and blend it right up into my eyebrow. And I know it looks a little bit muddy right now, but don't you worry. Once we add that fair powder on there, it's all over for you guys. This is like my 5-minute nose job. All right, now we're gonna go in with the shade Fair, and I like to use this tiny little kabuki brush. And what I do is stamp this lighter shade on my under eyes. And this is gonna highlight and brighten, set that makeup. I prefer powder, to be honest with you, over concealer for 2 reasons. Number 1, it doesn't bunch and crease and show my fine lines. And number 2, I can go in at the end and touch it up. So if my eyeshadow had a little bit of fallout, or if I went a little bit too heavy on my contour and I want to kind of dial it back, going in with powder, which is always your last step, is going to be able to be adjusted accordingly, which you can't do with a liquid or a cream concealer. So that is why. And also, I know some people are nuts about like thick concealer and, oh, it's so thick. Honestly, thick concealer doesn't work on me, and it might work for other people, but for me, it doesn't. I have such thin skin underneath my eyes. In fact, it is the thinnest skin on your entire body, that for me, anything is going to show creasing. So I like to stay away from anything that's going to kind of bunch up in that area. Forward, forehead, forward. All right, and then where is this little brush that I love? Okay, so I love to take this little sort of rounded brush and put a little bit of that powder on it and just go right down the center to highlight my nose. And then I sort of brush it away and blend it all together. That's a level 10 contour. Hi, Debbie. All right. A little of this light foundation powder right underneath my brows. And this is the lightest shade of foundation that we have, which is why I use it to highlight with. All right. So another favorite of mine is our Cherry Blossom palette, which is, again, like I said, 50% off right now. So not only does it have a ton of gorgeous, this reminds me of the Naked Cherry palette, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades that I love to highlight with. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I'm gonna go in with the shade Blossom, this one right up here, and just pop that on my lid. It's sort of just a pretty mauve-y pink. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Peak, this sort of like iridescent prismatic white. And pop it right on the center of my eye with my fingertip. I like the heat of my finger to kind of distribute it. So pretty, thank you, Cynthia. And this palette too is 50% off until the 13th. So you can literally build an amazing makeup bundle this week for 50% off. All right, and then we're gonna take the same little rounded brush that I used to do my nose. I'm gonna put a little dot on the end of my nose and a little line down the center. And this adds to the contour. We're gonna take our little contour or our little highlight brush, and I'm gonna put a little bit right on the top of my cheek right here, just to give a little bit of extra glow. And that's all right here in this Cherry Blossom palette. And on the Cupid's bow, make that top lip pop. All right. So let's go in with, I'm wearing red today, and I know red and green are across from each other on the color wheel. So I love to go in with this dark green. It's called Sage. And I'm just gonna put a little bit right on the end of my lash, just to kind of add a little bit of depth and dimension to my lashes. And I smudge it right into the lash line. And I go a little bit thicker right on the outside corner. And it just gives the eyes a little bit of drama. It's not too much. You're not gonna feel like you have like a whole winged eyeliner situation on. It gives that little something. All right, Speaks Volume mascara, my favorite, the greatest of all time. It's the only mascara I've ever worn that doesn't make my eyes red, itchy, and runny. I'm 60 plus and I love the little makeup looks. Cynthia, absolutely. I think that everyone looks better with less makeup on. And that took me a long time to admit to myself, because when I was with my previous company, everything was just about like, honestly, I looked like Megan Does Dallas when I would go out every day. And it got to the point where I'm like, I don't even recognize myself. Like, I would not wear makeup and I would literally like catfish my children. They were like, who is this woman that shows up downstairs looking haggard and sad in the morning? And then I would go upstairs and come back down 30 minutes later and be a different person. So I'm like, you know, there has to be like a happy medium where you look like yourself and you look like maybe a more polished version of yourself, but you're still you. And that's what led me to Arbonne, is that finally I found something where I didn't have to try so hard to dial it back. It worked that way. And where I was before, the makeup went on so heavy that it took me twice as much effort to dial it back as it did to just put it on regularly. So if that gives you a little inclination on how I found and love Arbonne makeup, I mean, I love it for a million reasons, but it's better product. It's cleaner, it's safer, I feel better with it on. It doesn't irritate my skin or my eyes. And you guys know I'm a delicate peach. Everything irritates me, including my eyes. Uh-oh, here comes the chase man. Mom? Yes, dear?
Do you know about the bags?
No, but can we talk about the bags after I am done with my makeup?
Okay.
Thank you. I have no idea what he's talking about. All right, so I'm gonna use what I have left over on the wand to do my lower lashes. And obviously we're on Facebook Live, so this is filter free completely. What you see is what you get. That might be a blessing, could also be a curse. Stay tuned. You never know. Okay, we're not quite done with the eyes yet. I'm going to go in with my favorite brow product, which is our brow pencil in the shade Dark. I've been growing out my eyebrows in middle school. I was a rebellious little Megan who did not listen to her mother when she said, Megan, stop tweezing your eyebrows. And me and a set of tweezers were just, we were in love. We were never far apart. And I tweezed until they were like a hairline thick. So now in my mid 30s, I am finding that I wish I had listened to her a little bit more. So the brow pencil helps me to fill in my brows without looking like a Japanese anime character. So I just go in with the dark pencil. I start in the front and just draw a line all the way across to the tail. And then on the top, I start a little bit further back and just follow that arch back down to the tail. And then I completely fill in the arch to tail because I want that to be the darkest, strongest part of my brow. And then in the front, I just do a couple of like hair-like strokes upwards, like so, and blend it together with the little spoolie. And it's literally like microbladed eyebrows for 20 bucks. This brow pencil stays all day. It blends like a dream. It's got great pigment. You don't have to sharpen it. Uh-oh. Yelling at the dog, that's never a good sign. What else do I love about this brow pencil? It doesn't smudge. And it's got great pigment. All right, arch to tail here. And the little baby hairs. So I go super light in the front because I like that like ombre look, like how your brows naturally grow in. Hi, Leslie, how are you? I could use a little bit more right here. Brows to me are like the coolest thing. They change your face so much, and I would have never ever guessed that until I started filling my brows in and saw the difference. It was like night and day. All right, I'm gonna use my favorite blush. This looks obnoxious to most people. They would not select it for themselves, but I promise you, you will not be sorry. So this is the blush in the shade Taffeta. It looks like Barbie pink. I'm not a Barbie girl. I don't live in a Barbie world. I live in a frat house with 2 little boys and my husband. So literally you just touch it once and there's enough pigment on here to give you the perfect pink flush on your cheeks, which in my opinion just looks really healthy and glowy. So that's why these things are gonna last you forever and ever, amen. And I just kind of stipple it on and bounce it around on my cheek so that I don't like do that whole like wiping thing, you know. We're trying to preserve the youth and not look like we were in a school play. All right, so 2 last items. This one is actually, it comes with the lip scrub that we already used. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that lip salve right to my lips, because it's so glossy, hydrating, shiny, and it looks amazing on it. It looks like a lip gloss, but it is a moisturizing lip salve, and it comes with the lip scrub. So definitely on the to-do list. If you need to do little stocking stuffers, if you're looking for gifts for your girlfriends, these 2 things are something that you're not going to be able to go a single winter without. All right, and then the last is the Let It Set Refreshing Spray. This is going to make all of the powder that we finished with just glorious and glowy and stay in place all day, kind of melting it together. And it smells like the spa. This also is the first setting spray that I've used that doesn't come out like a fire hose and doesn't bother me afterwards. I used to kind of get some like mild irritation, and I don't know if it was exactly from the setting spray alone or if it was from other things, but when I would finish my makeup, it would take like a while to dry, and now that I've seen the difference, it's like next level. All right, I'm just gonna fix my hair really quick, and then I'm gonna talk to you about what I've been using in my hair to make sure that it stays on the healthier end of the bleach blonde spectrum, because right now it is pretty much platinum blonde, and I am a natural brunette. So we are trying to keep the health of our hair working. So I use our Arbonne treatments, and my favorite one is the True Style Dry Oil. Hold on, we got a bit of a Farrah Fawcett situation happening over yonder. Okay, I just wanted to like pump up the volume here a little bit. So the True Style Dry Oil, for somebody like me who has color treated hair, is next level because my roots may get oily, but my ends don't, they're dry. So I go in every day with the True Style Dry Oil, and I just put one pump because I don't have that much hair and rub it into my hands. And then I go and scrunch it into the ends of my hair. It smells like oranges and honeysuckle. It's super hydrating to the ends of your hair. So if you have color treated hair like me and you find that the ends get dry or brittle, definitely go in with a dry oil treatment. It's going to make it super shiny and lustrous. Also, if you have curls, after you're done curling your hair or setting your hair for the day, just like I did, run it through your hands, just kind of scrunch it into your hair and pull your curls apart for like fullness and volume. Literally so shiny. And it's all because of the True Style Dry Oil. I'm so in love with these products. All right, so 50% off all of the RE9 skincare comes with a free gift. 50% off all of our pressed powders, all of our cherry blossom collection, several of our lip products. We have 50% off some of our nutrition also. So if you are not already a preferred customer and you're interested in getting color matched or building a little kit for yourself, preferred customers get 20 to 40% off every order for a full year. Free shipping, free gifts, free exclusive offers from Arbonne. And with the preferred customers, you get your regular 20 to 40% off, and then you're going to get an extra 50% off on top of that on our pressed powders, our cherry blossom line, RE9 skincare, all of those types of things. So shoot me a message. Like I said, I have 5 free gifts left. I found my other fake lash. You have no idea how happy this makes me. I almost want to put them on. Let's put them on. All right, that's enough. I'm so excited. I couldn't find this lash, and I've actually been brushing my hair with it. All right, so these are my Worthy the Label lashes, and I'm obsessed with them. These are the Rajheen, and they are so beautiful. Let's do it. All right, so they're magnetic. I love magnetic because I can't use eye glue because it bothers my eyes. So they come with a liquid eyeliner, and you do 2 coats of liquid eyeliner, just really close to your lash line. I always recommend putting mascara on anyway. Cynthia, I have it in the description. If you just tap on my nose, a little description box will pop up, and it's meganbarkovich.arbonne.com. All right, so if you're doing magnetic lashes or strip lashes, I do suggest that you have mascara on anyway, because it's going to make it look a little bit more seamless. But you want to do 2 coats of the magnetic liner. And I also have a code for this, and I will include that in the description box here. It's MeganB10, and it saves you 10% on your order with Worthy the Label. I love Worthy because it is female owned, a beautiful mama in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All the lashes are made here in the US. Everything is cruelty-free, so I'm a huge fan. All right, so these are the Rajheen lashes, and Mama loves these lashes. They are very bougie. They're going to elevate this. All right, ready? We're hoodie and joggers all the way, baby. Walmart. Okay, so once your eyeliner is dry, we're gonna go in with these Rajheen lashes and watch how they just magnetize right to. That's it. There's no, I hate waiting for the glue to dry on the strip lash. I hate all of that. It's nonsense. It makes me insane and I never get it right. It never looks good. So much for a simple makeup tutorial. So obviously, when I go to the orthodontist today with my 9-year-old, they're gonna be like, hello. But these lashes are so fun, especially if, let's talk about real life here. Very real possibility here in New York where I live that we are going to be going into another lockdown. And I know that a lot of my girlfriends were lash extension wearers. And when they couldn't get their lashes filled the last time we were shut down, they were walking around hating their appearance. So if you've been noticing a lot of lash ads, that's exactly why, is that people couldn't go into the lash salon and get their lashes filled. So I find that these lashes magnetized, they're not going to bother your real lashes. You can take them on and off at will. They're not going to bother your eyes. They're amazing. So I will also include that code here, which is Megan B10 at Worthy the Label. It's going to save you a little bit of money. You can wear these lashes. They're reusable. You can wear them as many times as you want to. And they come in this great little plexiglass case. So they have tons of styles to choose from. And they also have some Black Friday specials left over. But you can use these over and over and over again. So I highly recommend them. They're my favorite magnet lash. All right, so I will take a filter-free selfie and in that mirror or window. And then I'll include a list of all the products that I use. But like I said, a ton of what I use today is 50% off, but only until Saturday. So shoot me a message if you need to get color matched. I am here for you all day. Thank you guys for logging on. I love you, and I will see you again soon.